You're such a lazy boy today. Borgia, son of Zorga. Good, good. I like the glasses, or goggles. Love it. Good design. Would see again. Alright, so ZVT gents. I always scout cross positions first. You know, exciting stuff. The early game of ZVT or any ZVX, or actually any early game of any StarCraft 2. You know, spamming along, making workers, droning up. Yeah, baby. So on 4-player maps, I like to. What I'm trying to get myself in a habit of in ZVT, 4-player maps 18 hatch, 2-player maps 17 hatch, just because in case he tries any sort of proxy Reaper on 2-player maps. Let's go this way. But on 4-player maps, obviously proxy Reaper wouldn't be very good. You can proxy it here, but that's really not going to help anything. Like it. Yeah, just not very good. Kind of hoping he's here, and he is, so it looks like he actually, so, that should be Reaper, I think? Yeah, Reaper it is. That's dedication, baby. That is dedication to get that drone. He's like, well, I'm going to undo this so I can get another attack on him. That's adorable. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily amused, but that was pretty adorable, I thought. So he actually doesn't know where I've spawned. The mind games, baby. The mind games.
We require more minerals.
I will be transferring drones down here. I just want to make sure I take care of the Reaper first. This Overlord will be a good sacrifice later on. Not too much to worry about here. And for any curious, I am keeping that on there on purpose. The one guy on gas on purpose. Interesting that he made a second Reaper there. Kind of weird. I'm not too worried about any sort of early all-in, but now I can kind of check to see what his game plan is. And get a Roach Warren while getting guys back on gas.
Metamorphosis complete. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Okay. Double factory. Good to see. Probably going to be very aggressive Hellions is my guess. Wonder if he got a does he have an armory, I wonder? I wonder if he's I mean, he's obviously going mech, which is just not the funnest thing to ever play versus. So, gonna be making some roaches here. Obviously, from what I've scouted, I know he's gonna be pretty aggressive here. Okay, well, was not expecting that. Not sure what other kind of tricks this guy has up his sleeve. I don't think he had a starport, but you never know, so I do want to be very careful. So he's just gonna go full on mech, which means I just want to be going full. So he's gonna be playing the very cancerous style of mech. Guys, just do absolutely nothing. I wonder if he has a third yet. He does want to block it. I need to get Hive as fast as possible, because the sooner I get... And maybe Banelings. I don't think going Mutas is the correct answer here. I fucking hate facing back. It's just so boring. What's up, Lyric? How are you doing, buddy? At this point, I'm just gonna get Vipers so I can pull all his units, is the game plan right now. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything there. I think... This is actually gonna be very hard to hold. Okay. So now I can get Vipers and start pulling him in. Once these Vipers get here, I should be set. Ah, fuck, and I just lost a Viper for free. Never mind. Okay.
A creep tumor is under attack.
This is cute, though. Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys. Just trying to focus on defeating this guy's mech. That sucks. Got some abducts, that's what I need right now. Very annoying composition to play against. I cannot let him get a fourth though. He gets a fourth, I lose the game. Jeez. I think I could have played this so much better. Trying to get some ultras at this point, but I think I'm in trouble. At least this guy has bad army control. It's the only reason I'm still in this, in a way.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Ah, that was really stupid of me.
Mineral field. We require
We stopped cyclone production, so maybe I have a chance. I don't think so. Economically, I'm in just so much trouble here.
are under attack. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
I think I should have gone more roach heavy start in the beginning.
Vespine guys are exhausted.
God, make us so stupid.
Forces are under attack.
This is just me playing bad, though. I'm actually going to do a muta switch as my plan.
Mineral
Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be a smart idea. That'd actually be fucking dumb of me if I did that. Should probably get infestors maybe. Trying to think of the best thing I should do here, because I could go Broodlords, but I don't know how well that'll work. Oh, I didn't realize I lost all my Vipers. Let's get those back. He's got that base probably is my guess.
We require more minerals. We require mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. We require more mineral field depleted. Mutation complete. Metamorphosis complete.
Gotta love fun games like this, right?
Guys are exhausted. Mineral field depleted. We require more minerals.
I don't know if I'll be able to get the cancel on this or not.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Nah. What's up, Insomniac? How's it going, buddy?
Vespine guys are exhausted. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
Fuck, I'm like so mined out right now. Such a stupid game. I mean, this is just pretty. In my opinion, I'm pretty bored, but trying to figure out the best way to go about this.
Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral field. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
He's got more bases than I do, which sucks.
We require more minerals. Vespine guys are exhausted. We require more
Just a very boring game. I fucking hate mech, but that was... I fucked that up really bad. I think I played a little too scared in ways. Definitely could have played that better. Versus the Cyclone opening, I think I need to get some static defense as well as droning harder while securing my fourth. Not securing the fourth was really painful. I also think I should have gotten Lurkers. I think Lurkers would have been better as well. Lurkers are pretty good versus Cyclones. I have no idea if this is the real Nestea, but if so, that's sweet. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a fake though.
We require more
Fucking Nestea, dude. He used to be the Zerg to watch, just because he was so macro oriented. Sad that him and MVP retired. Like, those are the two players that I really suck that they retired, because I loved watching both of them. MVP just because he played such a strong macro style. And same with Nestea, obviously. So we'll see if he's early pulling like every other Zerg or not. I'll find out in a moment with this drone. Yep. That's Nestea. I mean, I don't know if he's the real one, like I said, but that's definitely his playstyle. Very macros, strong. Damn, I miss watching him play. But he did say he might come back to Legacy. I hope he does. Pretty sweet. There's a spawning pool. Mine's a little bit later, but not by much. What's up, Weed Dealer? I've only played one game so far, and it was versus a very boring mech player. Ironic, considering I heard about some funny boring mech game that Avilo and Agile had, which is hilarious. So I'm going to be sending 2 Lings immediately over to his base. I want to send this over a little bit more that way. As long as I can see is all that matters.
We require more Vespine gas.
Because I want to see if he's planning a big attack, if he's going to play macro. It'd be interesting to see. I'm also curious if I will find out if he's the real Nestea or not. So far, there hasn't been anything from him. He hasn't really shown me any... No units coming out. There's his Baneling Nest, but that doesn't show anything. I saw drones, so I know he's he's still droning. And that's good information, actually.
Not enough energy. We require more Vespine gas.
No third yet, though. Ah, there we go. So... Ah, shit, that might be game. I don't really have any... Oh, there's my Lings. Luckily he didn't go too hard on that. And I do know he has more over there. I'm not dumb.
We require more minerals.
Still no third by him though. Well, he's either about to kill me with mutas himself, which is a very real possibility. Oh, he does have a third. There's his third. Oh, yeah, I gotta make units. I can't just stay here. Oh, that was so stupid. Very bad detonation. Don't want to lose my link stupidly here.
We require more minerals.
So, okay, he does have roaches. So I'm honestly expecting a Nidus. That's what I'm expecting. So I'm going to make some Banelings, because I need to find the Nidus when he does make it. That's really my only chance of winning this game, I think.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
His third is before mine, but he did have to make units.
We require
And I'm honestly going to
more
make 3 more
minerals.
Banelings, just leave them up here. I want to have all vision.
Are under attack.
Ah, shit. Yeah, definitely Nidus.
Require more minerals. Some more
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Should be able to stop this.
mineral field. Mutation.
Where are the Banelings over here? I don't know where that one is.
Mineral field.
Must be over here. Jaina! Sorry guys, earphone users. Ah, fuck, didn't see that one. I need to have vision there, because now I can't hold this.
Overlords.
And I was being greedy too. And I'm supply blocked. Interesting, unless he actually has an overseer.
Mineral field depleted.
That's not going to finish in time, obviously. But I mean, not much I can do about these. I'm pretty sure this game's over. He has infinite transfuses. Yeah, look how many transfuses he has. Got rid of all the mutas, so Yeah, I need that vision there, because I needed to see that. Very important with that. I also probably could have gone roaches myself, because I knew he was doing Nidus, but I had to be risky there, I felt like. My third's so late. I'm debating on changing the style just a tad. Let's see, what rank was he? Yeah, I think that's the real Nestea then, possibly. Top 100 ranking. Don't know if there's any other... I don't know if there's any frauds out there, but might be. I think he was definitely ahead that whole game, though. I think the delayed third is really, really bad, I'm starting to think. I just feel like I'm behind economically. I just need to spread my overlords out a little bit better, though, because I need to see everywhere that Nidus is, because I want to be able to stop it pretty much everywhere until I can be ready for it.
We require more minerals.
I also think I should have a roach horn, just so that if they do that, I can make a ton of roaches instead of waiting for my lurker tech. I think that would have been very, very, very important. My dog really hates that washing machine. I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but... Pretty much the game plan here is 18 hatch, 17 pool. I meant to go 17 pool hatch just because I know there's a very good chance this guy's going to 13-12. Depending on where he spawns, though, is also a huge factor. He's not here. I haven't seen an overlord this way, but that doesn't mean he's not there yet. Just because he could send his first overlord somewhere else.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
And I'm just going to make one overlord and then no more larva, because I want to save. Okay, actually, never mind. Looks like he is going for hatch first. So let's look at his gas. His gas is actually later than mine, so he was kind of doing a safer build like me. So I can definitely freely go speed first, because my gas did finish before his. So I'll have speed before him. Not by like, probably by a good 5-10 seconds, but yeah, that 5-10 seconds is better than 0. I also feel like I have the advantage in spawns. Because I can take my third here, he has to take his here. This is too risky. So, he might potentially do something aggressive. Ooh, I didn't mean to make 6 lings. Oh well, not going to be the end of the world. Gonna get speed, Baneling Nest, kind of usual stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is I am going to get a Roach Swarm, but I'm going to go take a third, and then I'm going to go for... yeah, fuck. His actually might be before because I wasn't paying attention. So I kind of want him to think I'm all-inning him here. So I'm going to send all 6 lings. I want him to see all 6. And him losing that is actually a big deal. Don't tell... Oh, I thought I forgot that. I was like, God damn it. Let's see, what does he have? Not really anything unusual that scares me.
Spawn more overlords.
Keeping a very close eye on my mini-map right now. Okay, so I did see more lings here.
Metamorphosis complete. Spawn more overlords.
mean, I'm droning here. Hey man, happy to hear that, dude. Seriously, I am. I do like it when people do learn from my guides. I do appreciate the feedback on it, believe it or not. So I'm just messing with something different this game, just kind of messing with the timings of my spire, or my, not my spire, but you know, my lair timing with my roaches. I am going to have to see if he's going mutas first, because if he does, I would like to be ready for that. I'm pretty sure he's going fast mutas, judging by the fact that I haven't seen anything. Which means I really want to be droning here. Okay, good, I got that off. I'm going to send this overlord here. But it looks like if he is, his lair is at about the same time as me, but his third is way later. I'm pretty sure he's going mutas. Nope, he's actually going roaches. Which means I'm going to make some roaches. Fuck, I let him see it. That was so sloppy by me. So I've got to make roaches now, because he should know. I mean, I have my third mining already. And he did see this spire, which is very important for him. Sucks for me. But so far, he hasn't really acted. Oh no, now he's moving out. He's like, ah, shit. So what he doesn't realize is that I am preparing for this attack by him. Oh, well, I may be able to get mutas out anyway. Oh, yeah, I'll just go mutas then. Okay, gonna fully drone up my third and just kind of tech here. Roaches are just kind of defensive at this point. I am going to be paying attention to Niduses, potentially, but otherwise I don't have anything to worry about. I should be ahead here economically. What's up, Man Cave Gaming? Yeah, dude. They're still pretty popular.
Mineral field depleted. Metamorphosis complete.
Man, taking those rocks down. I don't think I need them anymore. No overlords.
We require more minerals.
So I'm just kind of checking to see what his unit comp is now. Still Ravagers, which makes me think he might be going mutas himself. He does have a lot of queens though. Yeah, he's making a lot of queens. I'm not sure what he's doing. He hasn't scouted this yet.
Field depleted.
Okay, there we go, Hydras. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Hydras.
Mutation complete. Mineral field depleted. We require more Vespine gas.
And at this point, I'm just going to add in Hydras, and now I have those. I'm not sure what his game plan is, but... Don't want him to see these.
Mineral field completed.
And now why am I going hydras instead of roaches? Is because in case he does do immune switch.
We require more Vespine gas.
I mean, I have a base ahead of him here. Kind of expected him to hit me by now.
Our forces are under attack.
That's game. You didn't have detection, and that results in the GG there. What's up, dude? The man too? I've been back for like a month and a half now, baby. That was beautiful. I love my hold position lurkers. I know, right, Genesis? That was just the most beautiful thing ever. And that's why I always have an overseer with my army before I move out, because that shit happens to my opponents all the time. That's right, baby. Easy. Oh, that was last week, buddy. That was last week. I was gone for a few days. Yeah, I was gone a few days last week. I had family come in. And you know, some family take precedence in that situation. I love hold position lurkers. It's insane how many people don't bring an overseer with their army, let alone and they just die. Like, I can't tell you how many ZVZs I've had versus Grandmasters, Masters, Diamonds, whatever you want to say, where they just don't bring an overseer, and then then that happens, and it's the best thing ever. Literally, he lost all his lurkers, roaches, hydras to my lurkers. I had a feeling he was going to go into lurkers, judging how long he was taking, but you should have suspected I was doing the same thing. Because I had so few. He should have seen with his lings my 2 hydras and my roaches and a bunch of lings. I should be a red flag that I'm teching into something else. I mean, logically it should be. Theoretically, I should say it would be. I mean, I probably wouldn't have thought about it either. It'd be like, oh, he's going roach hydro. Maybe lurkers. I imagine it's just typical Reaper. Oh, no, 2 Rags Reaper. And this is why I drone scout. Because I know that he's going to go pretty heavy on the Reapers, at least to start off. He may not go as many as he was originally planning, since I scouted it. But it is going to warrant a fast roach warren from me. This Overlord is going to want to see when he takes his natural, so that I know when he's pretty much done pumping out a bunch of Reapers. Very important to just look at this kind of information, because when you know he's done making Reapers, you can start, you know, droning yourself or doing whatever you need to do tech-wise. Also kind of gives you an idea of how heavy they're investing in their Reapers. If you don't see a base here, you know he's probably just all-inning with it at that point. So I'll be getting Zergling speed still, but I will be getting very fast roaches, as it's kind of a good counter to that Reaper play. Gonna get 2 queens first. Those are my priorities. Once these 6 lings are out, now I'm gonna be saving larva, and I'm gonna take 1 guy off of gas here. You don't need 3 for it. I haven't seen a Reaper yet, but I just realized I haven't seen a Reaper yet. I'm gonna send a ling across the map, And I'm actually not gonna... Okay, there's one Reaper.
We require more minerals.
Shit, that was bad. And he is going pretty heavy into this, so need to make another... these links should be out here shortly. Actually, okay, he's already teching up. I'm actually debating on canceling this. What's up, Pyoset? I actually have a donation at the bottom of my stream page, if you're interested, if that's what you're looking for. It's about the only way, though. I'm only gonna make 3 roaches here. There's really no reason to invest any heavier into it. Reason being is because I already know he's teching. That actually is very important to see. And I'm assuming he's already taken his expansion. So this should go into a fairly normal game at this point. I might get one Reaper here. Love when they do that. And at this point, I'm going to take this guy and make it my 3rd base. And yep, there's that. So now the great thing is, his stim is so delayed. Like, that's his stim timing right here. So I'm going to have a good, probably till 6-minute mark, until I have to really worry about making, worry about a huge attack. I am still going to sacrifice an Overlord here. What's up, Kai? And he's actually got fast tanks, fast racks. Definitely makes me think he's going for, he's going to do some tank aggression here. I don't think he's going to do anything too otherwise. Yeah, camera hockeys are very useful. So, I mean, it definitely looks like he's going bio, though, so that's kind of nice. I do like facing bio over mech any day. Sent that too early. I am going to want to take my 3rd gas, drone up just a little bit more. Get a Veiling Nest, double Evo. I don't like going super fast upgrades. I don't know. I feel like I can't get enough drones and that bugs me. Yeah, he actually has pretty good Reaper control though, at least. So he did 3 CC, so his next attack should be for a while. And his stim should be finished about now, I imagine. Yeah, dude, it took me a while to get some good solid Legacy of the Void strats down.
We require more Vespine gas.
So I do want to get my 4th here pretty quickly, because I can. There's no excuse not to have a 4th kind of going right now. And I am going to want to get just a few more drones, and I need to get my Spire. I haven't got that yet.
We require more.
And now from here on, I'm going to start making units, because I should be pretty saturated at 3 bases. And I'm going to get Overlord speed here in just a moment, because Overlord speed is pretty important. Okay, looks like here comes his first move out. Hopefully I didn't overdrone here. I don't think I did. That should be finished shortly here. My 1-1 will not be done in time for this push. Too ambitious. I should have waited for this to finish. That was really dumb. I should be able to hold though, which is nice. I did kill one of his tanks. I mean, he does have 1-1. Okay, so now I can start. I'm gonna make a couple overlords. So I beat that pretty fine here. I do want to join up my 4th now. I should be able to. And in a moment here, I am gonna get my mutas. Just gonna wait until I can get about 6 to 8. Man, these overlords need to be spread better. Okay, here comes mutas. You don't want to make too many mutas just because of how easy it is to counter them nowadays with Terran. But you should still make them, I feel like. Okay. Oh fuck, that was really bad. I don't normally recommend making this many mutas. Okay, so he's gonna get away with that. And I need to get this going to my lurker den ASAP. Good. I should be pretty fine though. I have good vision of the map. Just need to start making that. I'm gonna actually take my 5th here, I think, momentarily. I want to see if he's taking a 4th yet. So, I mean, I got that, so that's pretty good. Now all I gotta do is take care of that. I should be fine. I cared more about getting rid of his 4th than defending my 4th. Okay. Let's take this as my 4th as well. Only downside is I really didn't see that attack coming, which sucked. Attack caught me by surprise, which was bad.
We require mineral field. Mineral field depleted.
Where's his army? Ah, fuck, there it is. Wondering where that was. Lost a lot for free there, that sucks. I wonder if I can hold this. I think I can. Sucks I'm supply blocked. Thought I made overlords. Because he doesn't have too many tanks, so lurkers are still going to be good. So these are going to be good defensively while I get these out here. Like that.
We require more minerals. A creep tumor is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Metamorphosis complete.
Okay. Gotta keep vision of his army here. Oh, the bad micro on his part. And I have full upgraded ultras, by the way. He does not.
Roads are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I still got it in time.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's see. Did I lose his queen? Oh no, I see where it went. Alright, let's go take care of his... Because I think he forgot an upgrade, which is very good for me.
Depleted.
Oh, he actually doesn't have that yet.
Vespine geyser exhausted. We require more minerals.
Do you see that drop over there, by the way?
The hive cluster is under attack.
Where's my spire, by the way?
The hive cluster is under attack.
Fuck, I thought I was gonna get my ultra over there in time.
Our forces are under attack.
And he's gonna get the hatch, which is his goal. So this is gonna be interesting. I wonder how I'm gonna engage this. I don't think I like this engagement. No, I didn't even get that. I just cost myself the game doing that. Very, very stupid engagement. Not too much to talk about there except stupidity. I should have waited for Broodlords. That's game. If I come back from that, Zerg is OP as shit. Like, I don't see that happening. Just, so anyone who watched that, don't engage like that ever. Ever, ever, ever. That was the dumbest thing you could do.
Depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Don't see myself taking his army on in a straight up engagement, but I might be able to. He hasn't transitioned into Ghost, that's my only advantage right now. Let's see. This is going to be tricky because I don't want to lose anything stupidly to a drop. But I also want to attack. Well, that takes care of worrying about that drop. Alright, let's try to push out some more. The only way I win this is if he doesn't make ghosts, really, I think. I feel like, though, he's so far ahead right now, or should be. If I had gotten this, maybe I'd have a chance. But I think with that, bad engagement. Maybe I can get rid of this fast enough. Maybe I'm in better shape than I thought? He doesn't have much. Oh, he's actually dead. He's like legitimately dead here. Okay. I guess Zerg is overpowered. Just kidding, he never transitioned. I mean, they might be, but I definitely think he could have done something if he had, you know, transition. Does he just have no money? Is he actually dead? GG. Okay, guess I did win that game. I really don't feel like I deserve to win that game with that horrible engagement, but normal macro, I guess. Normal macro. Comeback? Question mark? I don't know. Kind of an odd game. I really feel like he, I could watch replay to see why he lost, because I'm kind of confused. I mean, he didn't transition, and I think that was a big mistake. You need to get ghosts. If he gets ghosts in that situation, like, when he destroyed my push, him pushing back was good. Him taking out my 4th base again was good. He should have been making ghosts behind that. I think that would have been the best way. Yes, it is, Statics. I do it all the time, baby. Holding a 13-12 on a 2-player map, I drone scout every ZBZ, no matter the map, and that's because that would depend. If I scout a no hatch, I'll have the hatch first no matter what. But if I scout, you know, an early pool, I know to get spine down ASAP, as many lings as I can, a queen, and that's what I'm going to do. If you do it blindly, I mean you can, but it's harder to do it blindly than if you know it's coming, in my opinion. That's why I drone scout in like every matchup. I actually have a lot of replays showcasing me crushing it when people do the all-in of it on both 2-player and 4-player maps. The only map I think that you can't hold it on is Arena. That might be the only possible map I can think of that you can't hold it on. And I could be wrong, but I feel like that would be the only map. And Close Position Central Protocol, that map's insanely hard to hold it if you're right next to each other. But otherwise, yeah, you can hold it on any map. That's not where my natural is. My natural is here. I never use my spacebar actually at all in Super StarCraft 2. Oh, are you? Hey, what's up, Ghost? I play the Korean server because I dislike ZVZ, and that's all NA is. So that's why I don't play on that server anymore. So it looks like we're in these positions. Yeah, you want to skip the second queen and get a faster spawning pool or a faster spine crawler. It's just so much easier to hold. 2 queens is nice, but you won't get that second queen in time, or you won't be able to get your queens in position, both of them. You can get one of them in position in time. So I'm assuming he opened up Reaper. Unfortunately, I won't really be able to scout because I did scout him last. So I do want to be careful. If I see more than one Reaper, I'm going to be plopped down a Roach Warren ASAP. And I'm just going to take... I always leave one guy on gas. I've really liked that lately. I felt like it's just really... just kind of been liking that. So I can get some gas income so I don't start at 0. And I always make 6 Lings versus the early Reaper. And I will be sending these drones down once this queen's done. I like to play it safe here because Reapers can do a lot of damage if you send them too early. Like now I can send them because I have the Lings out. But I feel like any sooner is too soon. Interestingly enough, I have not seen the Reaper yet. Okay, no Reapers, so that's actually very interesting, so I wonder what he's doing. So I want to get Lings in all positions to see what he's up to. I want to make sure he did take his expansion. Hey, maybe you didn't know I streamed. Now you do, buddy. Is there any expansion? I need to make sure he's... Ooh, no expansion. Okay. That is scary. No more units. No more units. Or no more drones. Unless I scouted him wrong. Is he not up here? I'm gonna laugh so hard if I didn't scout him right. Oh my god, he's right here, my over... Well, that is bad. I can't help but laugh because this is, just me being stupid. I thought that was weird. So I just made a bunch of units for absolutely no reason. A spore crawler for no reason. Only here, folks, you get to see that. He still has a lot of Marines, so I do still have to be worried about it.
Game paused.
That's pretty fun. I don't know. I find it funny. But, I mean, looks like he's doing typical stuff so far. I mean, well, not typical because there was no Reaper. Okay, so he's doing that. Okay, so he's doing Liberator Harass. Interestingly enough, that is... I want that Spore Crawler then. I feel like he's gonna do like some attacking or something. Like I don't think he's gonna be sitting here pretty passively. 2 Liberators. I'm gonna make some roaches. I just feel like he's gonna do a very like third base timing or something. That's actually a very bad placement, I feel like. Oh, I want to kill that. 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 Yes! God, I love killing that shit.
We require more Vespene.
Okay, I'm gonna start making units. Macro hatch.
We require more minerals.
He doesn't have a third yet, does he? Nope. Oh, he's just now floating down his third. His 1-1 should be ahead of mine.
Our forces are under attack.
And due to how late that is, I am going to be making units here. I actually should have taken the other third. Not sure what I was thinking taking this as my third. That's kind of a dumb decision. He's going to be able to abuse it by some things if he chose to. I'm definitely going to get a Overlord speed. I don't think I completely finished droning yet, but I am going to take my fourth.
We require more minerals. Mineral field depleted.
Just making units. I definitely feel like I'm in a very good position right now.
Unacceptable command.
So I just got to make sure I have good vision of everything. Kind of just spread out all my overlords. I really should make sure he's going bio. Okay, good. Oh wait, I saw bio. Never mind. I like how I do. I'm like, oh yeah, I've already scouted what he's doing. So he's got 1-1. I've got 1-1. I lost an overlord, so I need to spread some. I'm gonna take control of all the watchtowers here. And
Mineral field depleted. Spawn more overlords.
I probably should be opening Corruptor, judging from the fact of what I scouted, but we'll chance it.
Spawn more overlords.
Okay, he's double dropping me here.
Mineral field. A quick tumor is under attack.
Let's not lose my mutas stupidly.
A quick tumor is under attack. Our forces are under attack. A quick tumor is under attack. A quick tumor is under
That was not actually the best engagement by me.
A quick tumor is under attack.
Luckily, he's not pushing the issue too much.
Mutation
Honestly, I think he could have pushed that issue. That was a really bad engagement by me.
complete. Unacceptable command. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Adding in the Corruptors now, because he's going pretty Liberator heavy. Okay, I'll gladly snipe those. And let's pull back.
Are under attack. Mineral field.
Okay.
We require more Vespine gas. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral field. Mineral field. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. We require more
Okay.
minerals. Spawn more overlords.
I have not tried bailing drops in ZBT.
Mineral field. Spawn more overlords.
So good news, I have ultras on the way. Bad news?
Spawn more. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
Alright, so I have ultras on the way. I need to start being aggressive here shortly. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for my upgrades to finish at this point.
Mineral.
Because right now, there's really no benefit to me attacking. All my upgrades finished.
We require more minerals. Mineral field. Mutate metals.
Okay, let's pull back here.
We require more minerals.
Okay. I need to take out his 5th. Just in case I need to go those.
Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Oh, that sucks.
Are under attack.
Okay, that wasn't the smartest idea.
Our forces are under attack.
I think I got this game won though.
Our forces are under attack.
I took out all his bases, so he's not really mining.
Not enough.
Yeah, I definitely have cracklings, trust me. And I have all my outer bases defended by lurkers, so I should be set there. Not a big fan of infestors, but I think they're good in this situation. And that should be game, I think. Just makes it so much easier to engage him. Alright, and that... And let's watch this not do anything, hopefully. Oh, that will do something. Okay. I thought he was gonna drop Marines. And GG. That was a good win. I like that win. That was a fun win. What is my preferred endgame composition versus Protoss? That's a good question. Couple. It really depends what he's doing. If he's going heavy Disruptor, heavy Archon, Immortal, Broodlords. If he's going heavy Stalker, Disruptor, I'm going to be going Ultralisks. Broodlords are probably an easier way to win at times. The only reason that sucks about them, though, is you may get a stronger army that way, but he can go for a base trade, and you kind of have to choose what to do sometimes, which is why I don't like going so many Broodlords. But I personally prefer Ultralisks. Wow, that guy was top 50 Grandmaster last season, part of the Swarm. When am I getting that subscriber button? When I get 120 concurrent viewers all the time. So probably never. I doubt I'll ever get a subscription button. Which is whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, ZVP is actually my weakest matchup, though. I know what to do endgame. It's just mid-game. I'm still kind of faltering in what I want to do, so I'm not sure. But I think I have an idea this game. I think I was going to try a pretty heavy Ravager Ling Baneling composition. That last game, man, I think those lurkers saved my ass. I feel like lurkers are versus bio mine. Lurkers are amazing. Bio tank, they're not as amazing, but they're still pretty amazing when you're teching, just because you can stop his tanks from being out of range, but his bio pushing up on you. So I do like that aspect of it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just take this expansion.
We require more minerals.
I don't know if he's going to cannon rush or not, so... He's not. Okay, just typical. I'll be honest, getting a subscriber button really isn't my biggest priority. I don't really care that much about it. So, let's see. I know we went gate expand, I think, unless my timings are off, which they might be. I still don't have all the early timings if that was the Nexus first, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't. If it was, it's not the biggest deal. And you don't want to send too many Overlords out on the map. Against Protoss, you've never really wanted to just because of their chance to go Phoenixes and then you lose all those Overlords. But I do send a couple out there. Ooh, that's back in the day. Back in the day. My Blade 555 name came from back when I used to play made-up games like to use Blade. And then, obviously, it's, you know, everyone takes the name Blade. So I put the number 5 because that's my favorite number, and then 5 times because, again, 5 is my favorite number, and I will never forget it. Never gonna forget a name like that. If I forget that a name like that, well, I'm never gonna remember anything. Oh, okay. I need to make a couple more lings. I just realized you could do a depth push. So I'm gonna sacrifice here. Make another 2 overlords because I am gonna lose an overlord here, and then that's gonna supply block me. If I don't see anything, I'm okay. Well, I'll just go here. I'm pretty sure I know what he's doing anyway. I'm pretty sure he's going Oracle. Yep. Oh, Phoenix. Again, like I said, I knew he'd do one of those, right? Almost every Protoss does that. So I'm gonna want to start spreading my. Actually, I want to get one there. Don't really need to. Yeah, I'll just double gas it for a while. I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna still go my double ling style, kind of. And if I had done a super lot of lings by now, I probably could force a cancel on that, maybe. But I'm not gonna chance it.
We require more minerals. We require our forces are
That sucks.
We require more minerals. We must place that on creep.
Not too much you can do harassment-wise.
We require more minerals. We require more Vespene gas. We require more Vespene gas.
Okay.
Spawn more overlords.
Just got a lot of phoenixes. So,
We require more Vespene gas. We require
I can answer that in a moment, buddy.
spawn.
He's still making phoenixes, wow. So, most Protosses tend to go Phoenixes is why I said that, because that's just how Protosses are nowadays. Okay. So annoying, but not the end of the world. shouldn't have sacrificed my queens like that, really dumb. Oh, I forgot my baneling nest.
We require more Vespine gas.
Hey dude, thanks Danny. I'm really happy you like my stuff, man. Really glad you liked my guides.
Our forces are under attack.
Trust me, I do appreciate it. Alright, so now that I've kind of gotten everything I need, my fourth is a little later than I want it to be. Fortunately, I don't feel like there's much I could have done about that just because of the way this goes.
We must place that on a Vespine geyser.
They changed that a long time ago. And by long time ago, I mean it was a long time ago.
Our forces are under attack.
Like that, I think that was back in early Wings of Liberty when they changed that.
We must place that. A creature is under attack.
Yeah, so I'm getting banelings here for these.
Mineral field depleted. A creature is
And that helps a lot. Let's get these banelings in the front, baby.
mineral field depleted.
So I definitely feel like that puts me in a way better position.
Under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Mutation complete. Mutation complete.
So that was kind of nice.
We require more minerals. Mineral field depleted.
So he didn't have any splash there because he didn't really try to see what I was doing.
Depleted.
Just kind of macroing up here. You can't really do anything against this, and now I have ultras on the way. And his upgrades are actually really bad. Like I have a 3/3 on the way, and he's on +1 attack, and that's it.
Our forces are under attack. We require
He does finally have disruptors out, but a little late.
our forces are under attack.
And now with the ultras out, he should be dead. GG. You know what's funny, DRT? I didn't even notice that until that game right there. That's a pretty good one, I'd say. Hey man, those 4 Hydras are worth a lot. You don't understand the pain of those Hydras. They're now dead, never to come back again. Might cry because of it. Sorry, DRT. I actually don't have a ZVP guide yet. I'm still not sure what I want to do. Wing Hydra. Wing Hydra Bane into. I think that's it. I think that's the composition I want to start going for. Thanks, Dizacro. Oh, this is a good ZVT. ZVT. Macro. I don't remember this ZVT at all. That's actually the very first time I've ever done that build. I haven't released a replay pack in Legacy of the Void yet. I used to release a monthly replay pack back in Heart of the Swarm. I'm not sure the best way to do that, just because of how many, what's it called? Just because how many, I know I had a thread a long time ago about it. I don't know if I released it in the strategy guide section or what. I'll think about what I can do for replays. I guess that actually reminds me, I am going over viewer replays today for anyone who is interested. Normally it's on Sundays, but I forgot yesterday, and I got busy yesterday as well, so I didn't do it. If you are interested, there is going to be an email in chat where you will send your replays. And if that is, obviously, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And if you want to, go ahead.
We require more minerals.
Yeah, I agree with you, Valenier. I think Ling Ravager's better versus Disruptor play, but versus Stargate, I think Ling Hydra's better. Ah, fuck, I didn't send a drone. Well, I guess I'll just be sending this mainly to see where he spawns. Because Ravagers are better. Hydras are so slow, and at least with Ravagers, you can do, you know, the Ravager shot. And obviously, I think Ravagers are, I don't know. What is a good explanation for that one? I mean, Hydras are just so slow and more expensive, whereas you can get more Ravagers. And as well as I think it's easier to tech the Ultras, just because you're not spending as much gases on Hydras, because Hydras are pretty expensive. I mean, they're what, 150, I think? That adds up pretty quickly. So it looks like we are not cross positions. Yeah, I'd say it's more cost effective. Because Hydras are very, I mean, you know, 50 gas is a lot, think about it. While true, Ravagers are also better than Hydras, though. And you don't want to make too many Ravagers. When I go Ravager Ling, I only make like 6 Ravagers. But I think I'm going to do Ravager Ling Baneling. I think Banelings are so good, actually, just because so many Protosses are going charge lots and whatnot. Okay, that was a pretty fast expand, I feel like. I don't know why I sent that drone there. I already knew he was expanding. Yeah, but Hydras are also weaker. Don't forget, Hydras are very squishy. They die very, very easily. That's one thing that sucks about the Hydras is how squishy. You know, they're so expensive in ways, and then they're very easy to kill. Oh, wow, I can't believe that queen didn't start. That sucks. That actually annoys me more than I would like to admit. Okay, let's kill that probe. I'll be taking my 3rd here. I used to do Roach Hydra Lurker, and it is pretty good, but then I feel like you have to get range upgrades. I feel like if you don't get range upgrades, oh fuck, he's probably locked in a second. So he hasn't seen my third, so he's probably like, ah, shit, what is this guy doing? He has no idea I am intending on completely playing macro. He doesn't know that. Sacrificing this guy. Looks like gateways, so there's a very good chance of a gateway all-in, possibly. I feel like gateway all-ins wouldn't be that good, but...
Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack.
When you don't see tech, throw down spore crawlers. I feel like he's doing a gateway all-in. Ah, that's a dead overlord. I don't think he... Oh, you know what? I forgot to send links to check. Let's see, does he have a third? Okay, no third, definitely an all-in. I'm gonna start making units now. Unless he took that as his third, but no, I didn't think so. Just judging by the no gases, I definitely feel like he's teching here, and I'm not gonna actually get upgrades. I think that'd be a waste of money at this point. Maybe. Right? I want these Ravagers more than I want the upgrades. He's got to be doing an all-in. Don't know what else he could be doing at this point, so just making units. Hopefully I can crush him. I really hope that wasn't his all-in, because that would be incredibly weak. Maybe I should get upgrades.
Our forces are under attack.
He lost a lot of his army there. Like, that was quite a few units. I feel like I might be able to deny this, but maybe not. We'll find out in a second here. Really? He's actually not doing too much damage here yet. And I'm gonna get most of my army here before... Oh yeah, he really fucked this up. He could have done so much more damage than he's doing right now. He did like nothing with that. Like, he didn't kill any of my drones there. I imagine he retook his third. Nope.
Mutation complete.
That's annoying. Ah, that's very annoying. But he did lose a lot of units there. I just don't feel like he'll be able to hold this. DTs are cute and all, but he didn't do enough damage. GG. Okay, let's see what I missed in chat. Let's see. Yeah, I got general one. What's the ratio of Roach Ravager against T and against P? I don't go Roach Ravager against Terran. I guess Protoss, I guess 6. 6 Ravagers is probably good. I wouldn't make too many personally, but that's just me. I mean, I feel like you don't need too many Ravagers. They're so expensive. So Man Cave, I actually had a game earlier today that had Liberator Harass. Best way to deal with it: have one spore at each base. Make sure you have a spore at in the mineral lines, and you want to move it as the Liberators move. And then you should have 6 queens. Only use 2 of them. You can use all 6 if you want, but use 2 of them, or no, 5 queens. Use 2 of them to just snipe it with the spore if you need to. It's actually pretty easy to hold off now once you kind of get that down. Spore colors make it easy, and yeah. Dizakro, I actually didn't know about the alt key method. I think I must have misunderstood your question or wasn't thinking when I answered your question. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Never mind. Yeah, you should have an extra 2 queens and spores. TP versus mass adapt to DT into. Ravager Roach versus mass adapt. I think that's good. I don't know. Yeah, it just kind of the very first times I remember when I was first dealing with Liberator Harass, I was dealing with it horribly on stream, by the way, and I would have high minerals, high gas, or whatever. I just wasn't doing it right. Once you get used to dealing with it, it becomes like second nature. If you need to, seriously, grab a practice partner and have him do that to you until you can deal with it without it really messing up your game. That's the quickest way to kind of get used to that kind of play. I don't do that because actually I don't really know any Terrans that I can play with even if I wanted to. But I also don't. I don't know. I never do customs, but it's good to do if you're struggling versus something. If you have any Terrans, just have them do that to you. And then you'll get used to it, and once you get used to it, you'll be like, ha, I can't believe this used to do damage to me. Fucking Liberators. And then you'll be awesome and good to go. That's how I think now whenever Liberators go into my mineral line, I'm like, ha, Liberators, fuck you, get out of my base. And then they die or leave my base. It's great. I love it. Liberators are not as scary as they used to be back in the day. Okay, looks like he actually went Nexus first. I could have gone for... Okay, I wanted to make sure it was Nexus first because I didn't want to be, in case he wasn't. So I'm going to do a gasless style here. Hey, Krob. Shh, shh. It was more than that. It was like, yeah, it's probably 3 weeks ago. You're right, you got me. But it doesn't take long to get used to that kind of stuff. So I'm intentionally not getting gas right now. There's no reason to rush it. I'm gonna take a very quick third though. I am gonna take a gas now because I do want to get speed. Just no rush for it.
We require more minerals.
I did see that probe. He's just making sure I'm not doing anything too sneaky.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Hey, Zachar, you speak better English, or you can speak another language? You're already ahead of me in what you can speak. I can speak 2 words in German, or, well, technically like 6 or 7 words, but, you know, same shit. At this point, just kind of droning it out. Just gonna really remove 2 guys from gas, not any more than that.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
He's paranoid about,
We require more minerals.
whatever it's called. Whatever that damn thing is called. Oh yeah, Nidus.
We require more minerals.
Okay, so he's already got it out. This might do a little bit of damage, because my spore collars are just a tad late.
We require more minerals.
Nah, that shouldn't do damage. Never mind. I'm gonna be good.
We require not enough energy.
Just gonna start getting my 3rd gas. I mean, there's not really a way I can deny this 3rd, right? I actually could have if he, since he didn't put his pylon first.
Our forces are under attack. Metamorphosis complete. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Got 1 drone. And straight into Phoenix, that's annoying. So just kind of waiting for my supply block to end.
Unacceptable command. We require more minerals.
So, I mean, I know I'm pretty safe right now. I probably could go with not getting all this gas, but why not? I fucking hate when I forget the control group shit. So I'm pretty saturated, so just kind of making units now.
We require more Vespians.
So I need to find out what composition he's going for. Like, is he gonna go heavy air, or is he just going, you know, I don't know what he's up to, right? So,
Our forces are under attack. More overtime. Not enough energy.
gonna make some roaches here just for the Ravagers. Otherwise, I'm gonna be going pretty straight hive here in a moment.
A creep tumor is under attack. Metamorphosis.
I probably could have taken that fourth faster.
Are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
And I am gonna get a Spire actually.
Not enough energy. Mineral field
I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Let's send a couple lings his way. No fourth. I'm guessing he's going pretty anti-ultras, my guess.
energy. Spawn more overlords.
God damn it. That's annoying.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I don't know what. He hasn't moved out yet. He's being so passive. I can't tell what this guy's doing. Hmm.
Metamorphosis are under attack.
Okay, so that's what he's going for. Should have ultras here soon. Yeah, his army's gonna be very weak to ultras. Wow, I might even be able to beat that without the ultras.
We require more minerals.
I'm actually gonna sacrifice the fourth. His attack has to kill me. Like, it has to kill me. So I'm just gonna be safe here. Like, why? My ultras are about to pop. Fuck, that's not good. Damn, he killed a lot of my shit. Like, a lot of my overlords. He doesn't have splash, so... Hope, let's just go back. Need my ultras to pop to hold this. I keep... losing those overlords actually really fucking hurt. I didn't realize I lost so many. And that might be game? Why am I engaging right like that? Yeah, he wins. I think I just did a very bad engagement and very bad unit comp. I think I needed to get lurkers. I should have made lurkers. I would have crushed him then. So just to kind of, I'm gonna make a change to that plan. Instead of rushing ultras, I'm gonna make sure to add in lurkers. If I had had 8 to 10 lurkers there, his army would have been crushed. But I skipped the lurkers because I was like, I can get ultras in time. But that was incorrect. So, yes, Cloud Gaming, I am the same guy who made the guides for HOTS, and I have a couple for Legacy of the Void too. And again, I am going to be doing viewer replays later today. So for anybody who is curious, I have the email in chat, and just send your replay you want reviewed there, and I will review it on stream live for free. Normally it's on Sundays for those tuning in. It's normally going to be on Sundays. Hey, Pask. Honestly, I find playing versus AI boring. If I were you, I would just go straight to ladder. Worst thing that happens is you lose, right? It's really not that big of a deal. Even if your rank is terrible for a while, you shouldn't really care. But that's just how I go. I mean, I'm very, I get really bored playing versus AI. I get bored doing any of that kind of stuff. Is he Zerg? Yeah, he is. So I always just go straight to ranked, and then I lose, and then I get better, and that's how I go. Don't worry about what rank you are when you start out. You seriously shouldn't care at all about that point. You should want to rank up. That should be your that's always my motivation. Or just getting better in general. But just take it from a guy who that's just how I play. I thought like Counter-Strike Global Offensive when I started playing that last year. Or wow, 2013. That's what I did. I literally just early pool, big surprise. And I might have forgot my spawning pool. And then I just learned as I played. Is that the best way to do it? I don't know. I feel like that wasn't a 1312. That seems way earlier than a 1312. Maybe not, and I'm just dumb, but Islings are going to be here way earlier than... What if he did 12 pool late gas, maybe? I should have looked at his gas. I definitely feel like that's earlier than normal. Maybe not. Socks, I used to be at that stage, man. I used to be a huge rager. I still rage. I mean, not as bad. I used to be the biggest rager ever. I don't know how his lings aren't here yet. Unless he's freaking out that I scouted him out, but his lings seem really fucking late. What if he supply blocked himself? Like, I almost want to watch this now just to see if that's what happened.
We require more minerals.
I mean, there's no way he's gonna expand, is he? No, I didn't think so. This is just an early 12 pool all in. Like, this has to kill me. And that did not kill me.
We require more minerals.
And that was like the 12 pool, I need to kill you now 12 pool. I should have canceled that spine crawler, by the way. Oh my god. GG, you have a really fun style. I do that. Okay, I won't lie. I can be pretty bad sometimes. So I'm not as bad as I used to be. I used to be so much worse. Did he just stop making lings?
We require more minerals.
I mean, that was such an early one. Like, that wasn't the good. That was like a he needs to kill me kind of play, I feel like.
We require more
I'm gonna get a spine crawler. Think he might be doing a potential roach follow-up, is my guess.
require more minerals.
I mean, I lost drones. I mean, there's how late. That's how late his spawning pool is now.
We
You can't really try to come back into this.
We require more minerals.
I just have a really hard time believing this guy's actually going to try to play a macro game here. I feel like that'd be the dumbest decision of this guy's life. I see him sending out a bunch of lings. Like, I did have to drone, so... Okay.
More Vespine gas. We require more minerals. We require.
I think he's making a lot of banelings is what he's doing right now. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
We require more. We require more Vespine gas. Metamorphosis complete.
He's making banelings right here. And now he's super far behind. More lings. And at this point, I can do whatever I want, I feel like.
We require.
Yeah, I feel like he had to kill me there.
Enough energy. Some more.
I'm gonna spread the creep so I can get the spine on top. And at this point, I'm just gonna drone up. As long as I don't do anything too stupid, this game should be mine.
We require more minerals.
I don't want to underestimate him, though.
Enough energy.
I killed more than it should have, but still not enough. Ah, this actually might kill me. And he's still trying, though. I gotta give him dedication for that, at least. He got some drones, more than he should have, but not too many more. I want to make sure there's no Banes coming up here. I don't think so. Oh, fuck.
Our forces are under attack.
He's just still trying so hard to... But he's super behind now. No third. I doubt he has a lair. Nah, no lair. I bet he has no drones.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish at this point. I mean, oh, I know. That was really bad. Really bad. Funny thing is, though, I still think I win this game. I have my mutas on the way, so... And he killed more drones than he should have. Like, that was just bad micro on my part. mean, I made one mistake, or I made one big or a couple big mistakes, but it didn't really matter. He was so all in that whole game. Not once in that game was I really worried about losing it after I held his first initial. I mean, let's just go over that very early. Let's see, ZBZ first 12 pool bin. I mean, let's just look at the very beginning of that game. I'm positive I was ahead even after I lost all those drones in my main. I just mainly want to look at the... He was ahead here. No, he wasn't actually. Never mind. Because he did a very early 12 pull. This was not a 13-12. I don't think. Let's make sure. I want to make sure I'm not being retarded here. But I'm pretty sure he just 12 pulled. Yep. 12 pull Bane. That's what I thought it was. And the Baneling nest. 6 Banelings. I need to split these drones better. And cancel this. But I'm going to give you perspective. Like, watch how much damage he does here. He took me down to 7 drones, but guess what? With this pool all in, you don't have a queen on the way. I mean, he could have. Wow, he has 300 minerals. He's not even macroing here. But he could now be making his queen. Could maybe get speed now. But I have 2 hatcheries, and he's not going to have the links to support, considering I have a lot more than him right now. I have 8, he has 4, and I have a queen. He has double my drone lead. That doesn't matter, though, because with this all in, you have to kill your opponent. Like, you have to severely cripple your opponent. And by cripple, I mean more than taking me down to 7 drones, because I have 2 hatcheries of production, and he tries to take a hatch here. But he never really drones it, I'm pretty sure. Like, he's just making lings right now. Whereas I'm droning. And then he tries this huge Baneling attack, which I hold with relative ease. And then I make 6 more drones, whereas he makes 6 more lings, and then from here, yeah. I just want to see the drone count after he killed all those drones. And then I'll do another game. I think it's right here. Oh my god, yeah. I have 40 drones, by the way. I could have just made roaches in this, but I like mutas. So this... Even after all those drone kills, I'm still 11 ahead, so it didn't matter. I knew I was ahead there, but I didn't realize I was that far ahead. 40 to 17 drones is quite a difference. So I would say in roughly, I'm going to play a few more games and then we'll go over viewer replays. So again, I'm going to put it in here. Anyone curious, that's the email to send it to. And if I don't get any replays, then I guess I just won't do any. Watch pro matches to learn new strategies. Thank you, Blizzard. I do that every once in a while when I'm stuck on a matchup. So he's a random player. Obviously, I have no idea what my build's going to be. Luckily, it's going to be hatch first pretty much no matter what race he is.
We require more
Yeah, Static X, you better find one quick, buddy. Just kidding. I mean, I'm going to play at least probably 2 or 3 more games before I do it. The email is for viewer if you want to send in your replay to be analyzed. I plan on going through all of them because I don't have a big enough following where I have to pick and choose. I mean, I guess if theoretically all 36 of you were to send me replays, okay, I wouldn't do them all, but I really doubt it. You're all going to send one.
We require more.
So he's Protoss?
We require more minerals.
Were you not here for... Oh, you weren't here for the last one. Yeah, Weed Dealer, I do viewer replays every Sunday now.
We require more. We require more minerals.
So random players of Protoss, normally they're going to be pretty cheesy, just from my from my experience. He's probably going to be very either going to do a 1 base or 2 base all in. I imagine 2 base. Every Sunday, baby. Unless I forget. If I forget, then it's going to be the Monday. Not sure why he's keeping this probe in here. There's really no point. I guess he's, unless he's curious if I'm going to make a roach horn? I don't know.
We require more minerals.
I am going to make 6 lings because there's a very good chance. Today's Monday, I think. Fuck yeah, dude. I still have...
We require more minerals.
Yeah. I can't lie to my viewers. Also, I kind of like doing it because I get to just kind of chill and just go over replays. And not have to, like, spam games. So... I need to make an overlord. Hey, to be fair, I don't have to work for 2 weeks, so I'm like totally lost on my days already. Like I really am. I actually thought today was later than Monday. So let's see if he expanded. This is going to be very good knowledge here. Okay, he did. Hey man, you don't have a replay? It's all good.
Our forces are under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Spawn more. We require more minerals. We require more.
Making a couple overlords because I am going to lose some here. Because I'm sacrificing this one ASAP. I didn't have to make as many as I did, I don't think. Oh shit, I completely forgot about oracles. God damn it. At least he's going towards the main, so I should be able to hold this with minimal damage.
We require more minerals.
Worth.
Our forces. We require attack.
And a void ray, huh?
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
What's up, Tad?
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
So the Overlord's kind of an interesting decision by him. I'm not sure what his game plan is with it.
We require
But I know I can drone a lot. Damn, dude, I really like this droning thing I figured out now.
minerals.
Delaying the gases is so worth it.
We require more.
I mean, I have 3 saturated bases, and I'm about to... Okay, so I may want to start making units here. Oh, nope, it took a 3rd. So, I'm just going to take my 4th.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm going to make some roaches here just in case. I'm not sure if he's going to go very heavy, if his whole army is going to be ground focused. I'm definitely going to be opening up Hydras, though. I know, I feel the same way, Yukina. It's kind of risky. I don't know what he's doing. That is kind of scary when I think about it. I might be being a little greedy here.
Not enough energy. Our forces are under attack.
What's his army composition looking like? Carriers. God damn it. Fucking hate carrier players. Now I'm in trouble because I didn't scout that until too late.
Our forces are under attack. Metamorphosis complete. We must face that on creep. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
What's up, Zerg?
Are under attack. Unacceptable command. We require more minerals. Unacceptable. Unacceptable command. We require more minerals. Mineral field. We require more minerals.
I feel like he's losing all those really dumbly.
The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral field. Under attack.
Don't have enough hydras, I don't think.
Our forces are under attack. We require more Vespian gas.
Okay, let's retreat. That was really dumb of me. I was really hoping I could do more.
We require more minerals. Mutation complete.
Why is he making Phoenix?
Our forces mineral field. We require
Okay. Well, I think I got this game won now.
We require more minerals.
God, that ability lasts way too long.
Our forces are under attack. We mutation complete. Unacceptable command. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, I know this isn't worth it. I mean, I'm surprised he's doing this off of this many bases for so long. Does he have a fourth somewhere else, maybe? Because I'm really surprised he has this many.
Require more minerals.
Oh, my upgrades aren't the best, though. Let's be fair here.
We
Oh,
require
wait.
more minerals.
Let's go take out his army. GG. Oh man, I actually thought I was going to lose that game. I never beat that composition, but I felt like I played that pretty well, for the most part. I don't know. Taking out Sky Toss of Stupidity. Exclamation mark. Yeah, trust me, I don't know how. I'm surprised I took that out that game. I'm not sure. Well, I know why. I feel like he was very silly by attacking into my spores like that. I tried Mass Queen Hydras once. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I just hate Mass Queen strategies. I know it's good. Trust me, I know. I'm not the biggest fan of them just because of how slow they are, and I really do hate slow units. That's why I hate Broodlords. I actually do not like the unit, the Broodlord. So I try to avoid making it whenever I can, but sometimes I just have to make it. I don't have a choice. Because that's the only way to win a game sometimes. That's why I prefer Ultras. You know, I'm curious. Has anyone sent me a replay yet? Let's check here. Am I going to go over any replays today? It's a good question. I like to answer myself these questions. So I got one replay analysis. Looks like I'm only going over one so far. I like Hydras. I just wish they weren't so squishy for how much they cost. They're way worse than their Brood War counterpart, that's for sure. They do more damage, but they also die as fast as the Brood War, and they cost a lot more. I'm facing Life, guys. This is his off-race Terran, and he's Diamond rank. It's just because this is a new account. This is the real life. Real life. Real life. So what did I miss in this? Let's see. I wish I got a more interesting capital ship. Zerf is here. So, ZBT. So, believe it or not, I actually am not the biggest fan of ZBT on this map.
We require
I mean, the only reason is because I really hate some of the pushes they can do. Like, the tank push through here is really hard to hold. I guess if I go Roach Ravager, it probably would be easy, but you know what? Fuck Roach Ravager. I have a more fun unit composition to go to. I don't like big, squishy, slow units. I actually like the Ravager concept, by the way. I just don't like it in ZBT. Drops are so powerful that it's just, I feel... I mean, I know it's good. Everyone does it except me. Fuck Ravagers in this matchup. I like to have fun with my unit comps, and Lurkers are how I have fun in ZBT. Oh, man. The tales I can tell with ZBT and Lurkers. It's almost beautiful not to, almost. Wonder if he's gonna go Reactor Reapers. It's almost what that makes me think he's doing.
We require more minerals.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, baby, baby, let's do the merry-go-round. Okay, he's gonna go Reapers. I mean, I knew he's going Reapers. I meant to say I know he's going, whatever it's called. I think he's going to make a reactor there, obviously, for probably Hellions. But I don't think he's going heavy Reaper, that's what I mean to say. I don't think he's going, like, super heavy. And he could prove me wrong here. Sometimes players like to do that. This is a really good Reaper all-in map, and that's why another thing I hate about this map. I like this map otherwise. The gold bases are nice. They're so pretty. I do keep one guy on there on purpose. It's not unintentional.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's make sure he's expanding and not going heavy Reaper. Because I want to make sure I'm right. Okay, and he's already expanded, so I just wanted to make sure.
Metamorphosis complete. We require more minerals.
And he just did a last bit of annoyance because he's a
We
dick.
require more minerals.
But let's make sure, now let's kind of go there. I am sacrificing an Overlord because I want to know what he's doing.
Not enough energy. Spawn more overload.
3 CCs, good to know. Lots of Marines. You might do a Marine drop.
We must find acceptable command.
I am going to be making a round of roaches.
Not enough energy.
But I shouldn't have to make anything else.
Not enough energy.
He actually hasn't moved out with anything. That kind of scares me.
Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
I love the YOLO plays. It's so cute when they do that. Because now we just lost. This might do just a little bit of damage. This shouldn't do too much. Oh man, that was close. He still hasn't taken his third yet, and I forgot my Baneling Nest, which is bad. Still hasn't taken his third? What in the hell is this guy doing? Well, you're gonna be my fourth base because you decided to go all the way out there by yourself, drone. I mean, considering how late his third is, I should be in a very good situation here. Unless I forgot Baneling speed, which I didn't, thank God. Okay, and here comes his attack.
Not enough mutation. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I missed the scan of my army, poor guy. That's really weak. And that's pretty game there. Let's not engage that. I mean, I could and I'd be fine, but... He does have 1-1, so I don't want to underestimate him here. I just have to remake the creep, which is always annoying. And that should be game. Not sure what he was doing really pushing out with that. Like, that was such a weak army. I'm like sending half my army back, half my army not. Oh no, I lost some stuff. that's not the smartest engagement.
We require more mineral mutation. Copy. We require more Vespene.
I mean, he's so crippled right now. I don't know how he's gonna beat my army.
Mineral field. We require more Vespene gas. Our forces are under attack.
I mean, he's kind of sending in all his drones, which is kind of cute, actually. And GG. I sometimes forget to put static defense. I could have, but I just knew that game was pretty over there. Okay. So, here's the game plan, everybody. Again, one last time. Going over replays of yours. You personally. I'm pointing at you personally. All you have to do is send it to the email in chat. If you need it, tell me, and I will see how many replays I have. I have 2 replays so far. If I get done with these replays and I get no more, then I guess I'm going to assume you guys don't want me to analyze your replays. According to this email I just received, I have more friends on Facebook than I think. Yeah, I don't really care. Alright. So, let's do. First one is going to be a... Not sure what matchup it is, but we'll find out. Ah, ZVP. Ah, good old ZVP. So I'm going to guess you're Behemoth. Okay. So let's take a look at your build here. Skip past the fun, boring parts of the game. Drone, drone, drone. Hatch. I guess that's okay. I guess the one thing is I know he was random, so, and I know you didn't drone scout. I would have, but if you don't have to. I probably would have gone gas before pool. I guess this is fine if you're worried he's Zerg and he's gonna 13-12 you. But you find out he's Protoss pretty quickly, so it doesn't matter. I actually agree with your decision here since you didn't scout. I would have done the same thing. Let's see. Good third base timing, I like it. You got your queens, your droning, got speed. I'm guessing you're keeping those for upgrades or you forgot. If you forgot, well, I would take those off, but I'm guessing you got them for a reason. And I'm fine with that, I used to do this too, and you need it now anyway. Yep, so far so good. Your opening's pretty solid, I like it. Lots of good gas timings, good droning. The only thing I don't like so far is you have no overlords in position. You made 4 lings. Just some things I'm just going to go over that I think you should do anyway. You should sacrifice an overlord, at least this one. I know it's the only one you could do. Since you didn't even sacrifice an overlord here, you don't know what he's doing. And actually, you would have maybe found out if you didn't overcharge these. At minimum, send these 4 lings in. Seriously, you need to send at least 1 ling into his base to see what he's doing. You would have actually been able to run right past his everything here, because he wouldn't have had this out by the time. He has no units. He literally has not a single army unit right now. You send a ling here, you would see all these gateways, or at least you would see the gateways morphing, and you'd be like, ah, shit, he's gonna all-in me. So that's just a mistake I'm thinking already that you're doing. You also don't have a ling here. You don't have a ling here. I think you should always have lings in these locations. Just so you know when they push out or when they're taking their third. Normally when they take their third, they're not going to be attacking you. Otherwise, I like your opening, but I definitely think you should have these lings somewhere on the map, and you should have this watchtower too. Things I would work on if I were you. Very important stuff, and this guy played super greedy. You do a ling all in, this guy dies. You kill him with roach ling, he's dead. Like, that's a greediest all in I've ever seen. So You don't know what he's doing yet. Haven't scouted anything. Actually, just a heads up. Not seeing this gas here. When you don't see gas at one of these bases, it's most likely they're either going to do a fast third or an all-in of gateways, or Immortal Adept all-in. So just to let you know, that would have actually given you a heads up if you had seen the no gas here. And if you had a Ling here, you'd be like, oh, he's not taking a third. And I don't think you saw this move out. And I think this is why you... Did you see this move out? Need to go back. Did you see that move out? I don't think you did. Nope. And this is why the Ling's important. You have no idea this is coming right now. And 0 scouting, so you're kind of scrambling to make units now. Double upgrades. I do agree with your decision to sacrifice the space. You can't save it, so that's the correct decision in this situation. Does he really just walk back to his base? Kitchen on fire. That's kind of funny. I hope your kitchen didn't actually burn down. Anyway, so you see this coming. You have a lot of minerals and gas, by the way. So one thing I will say, when you're kind of going this lack of gas style, you do want to macro hatch pretty quickly. Faster than you would if you get gases sooner, so that's probably what you should be doing, especially if you're floating 1,000 minerals. I mean, I'd do it, but you only have one Ravager? I think that's a mistake too, only having one Ravager. And you should have pulled back here. You could have had these keep attacking, but at this rate, his army outranges you. No reason to let him get free damage. You wasted a lot of force fields there. Like I don't think he has any left. Yeah, he doesn't. Why haven't you retaken your third? That's another big mistake I would say. You should have at least been retaking your third. Worst case scenario, you have to cancel it when he attacks. But the fact you didn't retake it immediately, especially with 1,500 minerals, big mistake. You're missing out on potential economy here. And I'm guessing you just YOLO it and go for it. Shouldn't it? I can already tell you, you shouldn't do this. It's most likely not going to work. And I'm going to guess it doesn't. You may feel like you're super behind, but you're actually not as behind as you think you are. Just to give you perspective to anyone who's listening to this, if you lose your third and he's doing a gateway all in like that, you lose your third, but you're able to fend off all the previous hatch. You don't lose any drones in your main or natural, and then he runs back and takes a third. You're in fine shape. You're not in a bad situation. You got to remember, even though he has all these gateways, his tech's late. Like, look at this. This is 750. This is when he's going to get his Twilight Council after all the gateways. Don't feel like you have to attack because you lose your third. You're actually fine. You can just chill at your base, take the third, tech up. You have double upgrades going. You're going to be way ahead of him. Because you got to remember, all his tech's delayed here. So you should have just sat back, taken the third, probably taken a fourth since you have so many minerals, get the gases, tech up, and you would have been just fine. But I'm guessing you felt like you had to attack. You did not have to. Honestly, if I were you, yeah, I would have just sat back and teched. I think this is your biggest mistake. You're being aggressive here. Oh man, you didn't even get the third, so you're going to sacrifice a big chunk of your army. And you didn't even get the third. You're not going to trade very cost efficiently. That's bad. That's why I recommend not attacking in this situation. And that right there is pretty much game. You're taking all these bases, but yeah. Just next time, if you lose your third, don't freak out, don't panic, don't think you have to attack. Just chill, stay back, tech, You're going to be ahead in this situation 9 times out of 10. Tech, go to whatever, Roach Hydra Lurker, whatever you want to do unit composition wise, that's what you want to do. Otherwise, there's not too much else to talk about. I mean, I already went over the scouting that you need to do, because you could have seen this coming a mile away. You probably could have killed him with lings because he was being so greedy. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out there. So let's see. I got one more replay to go over. If anyone sends me another one, I will go over it. So I'm going to guess you're a guitarist. The Zerg. I like your clan name, I just want to say. I really, really like your clan name. 5T4R. I don't know what it stands for. Good clan name. I like the 5. That's my favorite part. I'd remove the 4 and put another 5 if I were you. It looks like you early pull here, which I guess is fine. You scouts it. That's never fun. I like the chatter. Here I come! Yeah. I just, I could do a pro replay analysis. I've never really done that before. I've really analyzed someone else's replays too much. So out of curiosity, so just going to state this, I do think this is a horrible map to early pull a Protoss. This ramp is just, I mean, it's so easy to wall this off with pylons if you needed to. I just don't see any way an early pull is going to do damage here. So I wouldn't early pull on this map ever. I'm fine with the early pull option, but I don't think this map's a good one. You don't actually get that gateway, do you? Oh my god, you get this gateway. Okay, that's pretty sexy. At least you got the gateway, which is better than nothing, but in general, obviously, he's super far ahead of you at this point. So let's take a look here. I will state this. Why do you have a Overlord way over here when you should have that Overlord right here? The best Overlord spots, your first Overlord should go here, because you can check the natural and the third base if you want. And your second Overlord should go here, because you can just sacrifice it into his main and see what he's doing. Yes, 17 hatch, 17 gas, 17 pool is perfectly fine in ZVP. That's actually my main ZVP strategy. I don't go 3 hatch, 4 pool very often. But yeah, that's what I do. I prefer 17 hatch, 17 gas, 17 pool. I don't think you're as behind as you could have been, but you're still not in the best situation. Did you see that Stargate? Good sacrifice, though. I like the Overlord sacrifice there. Very good. I think he's forgetting to make probes, because he should have more than 30 probes. I feel like he just isn't making probes. Anyway, you're droning. I like that you're staying on, you're getting 4 gases now, perfect, your lair. Did you not make a, oh, you didn't, why didn't you have a spore crawler? I'm guessing you didn't click on this building, because if you had clicked on this, you should have been making a spore crawler, but now I'm guessing this Oracle does damage. Yeah, I killed 8 drones, which hurts. You're kind of lucky this guy's not making too many probes, because he should have more than 42, but let's check. So you scouted the gateways, you see that. You haven't scouted for no third yet, I don't think. Good lane placement, I do like that. Your Overlord spread's good. I will say this, I wouldn't recommend doing this in ZVP until you realize he hasn't gone Stargate. Because if he's going to go Phoenix, you're about to lose all these Overlords. Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Overlords you're going to lose guaranteed. So just to let you know, I wouldn't spread Overlords like this until after you see he hasn't gone Stargate or he hasn't gone Phoenix. I don't know if he does that this game, but I just thought I'd let you know. Just to nitpick, this link should be right here. On hold position so you can see when he takes his third. My only nitpick. That's a fine fourth base. You've done some great droning. Like, droning, you're in a perfect spot economically now. You've got a lot of drones, which is what you want. I guess the only thing is I'm confused is you have no units. You kind of skipped, oh, there we go. Now you have Roach Hydra out. So he takes his third. You have one upgrade. You haven't started the second one yet. I mean, I definitely think you're actually ahead of this Protoss with how you've been playing it. I will say this. You're pretty ballsy to keep droning right now when you have no idea what he's doing at this point in the game. I think you don't know if he's taking a third, right? Yeah, you have no idea if he's taking a third or not. So if he had done a 2-base all-in, you'd be dead, I think. Because you've just been droning hard. But it pays off because he did take a third, so you're good there. But just future reference, I would try to see this third. Because that can make you drone safely. Otherwise, you're doing pretty good. I would have gotten Carapace since you're already going Hive instead of ranged attack, but that's just me. Good job expanding. Honestly, this guy's unit composition is... He's just now making Immortals. I mean, you're in a very, very strong position right now. He loses all his Phoenix. I mean, so far, I really like how you're going here. You've got Lurkers come in, Spire, Ultra Cavern. Are you not mining gas somewhere? Because you have, like, no gas. I guess you are getting a bunch. Oh, I have a feeling I know what's going to happen. Let's watch this in slow motion, guys, because I know what's going to happen here. I'm already about to cringe because you're going to attack up this ramp, and I don't think you should. So just to, before we go into this battle, which I'm assuming those two disruptors are going to destroy most of his army, don't attack up a ramp, especially in ZVP. What you want to do on a map like this, where the third's on a ramp, right? He has his third. Just contain him. Don't try to rush up a ramp. That is the best way to say, Protoss, I want you to kill me. Just beat me. I don't want to win this game. So, attacking up the ramp is a big mistake. How many kills do these get? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a massacre. Oh. That's what I would say if I did that too. I know the feeling, man. I do know the feeling, because I suck at this game. Okay. I mean, your big mistake is doing that. You should not have attacked up that ramp. Why are you making 30 roaches? You should be making ultras. I think if you actually make ultras, you probably kill this guy's army. So, your remax option isn't the best. You should have made Ultra Ling. At worst, you may lose this fourth base, but you're still in a better position than him, because you have this base right here. So I would have remaxed on Ultra Ling. You're making 30 roaches, and that's not the good one. I wouldn't have done that as a remax. You're Hive Tech. Why are you making roaches? You have Ultra. It's right here, baby. If you hold it, I'm assuming you hold this anyway. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that makes me sad. So I want you to think of this. You still beat his army, even though you threw away your first army, and you remaxed on 30 roaches. So think of this for a second. If you had made Ultra Ling instead, you wouldn't have lost 30 roaches. your economy would be so much better and you would have crushed it. I would say your biggest mistake, attacking up the ramp. Your second biggest mistake, making 30 roaches. I actually like this attack. Your ultras are in beast mode. Wow, that's like, oh, I thought that was like a lightsaber. 6 armor ultra is pretty good. But you're not attacking with all your units. You're kind of scattered. You've sent 1 ultra to his 2 ultras to their deaths by themselves. If you just sent all these Ling and you would have had 3 ultras and about 60 Lings against 2 immortals, 6 stalkers, 1 void ray, 2 disruptors. You don't lose this game, do you? There's no way you... I can't... I don't believe you lose this game. I refuse to believe you lose this game. So I'm guessing you won this game, but those are the biggest faults I can see off this one. Let's make sure. You have a sick economy. You have... Oh my god. Okay, I am just gonna say this. Don't make 100 drones. Do not make 100 drones. That is so many drones. You don't need that many drones. 70 drones is all you need. 100 drones? That's overkill. That is overkill. And I'm gonna assume you just win the game. GG. He leaves. But there's my advice to you. That was Platinum League. So I don't think I have any more replays. I will give you guys one more chance to send me a replay in chat if you want it to be analyzed. Yeah, versus Terran, don't do it either. Just don't run up ramps versus any race. It's very bad. It's not good. I do it sometimes and then I think to myself, why did I do that? That was the dumbest thing I've done today. So, let's, I'll give you guys like a couple more minutes to get replays to me. If I don't get any, I guess that'll be it for today. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Roach Ravager compositions. I don't think they're very... I mean, they're good, I just don't like them. I like the Ling Ravager or Ling Hydra. I think those are pretty good. And then getting Lurkers, very good unit composition. Alright, I'm going to guess that is it for replays. So, here's the game plan. Like I've said before, I don't work for the next 2 weeks. I will be back tomorrow. I'm debating on laddering a little bit on Europe during the day, potentially, depending on what I'm doing during the day. Just because Korean ladder at 2 in the afternoon, there's no one on. So I am thinking of doing a Europe ladder session during the day and then doing a Korean ladder session at night. I'm not going to guarantee the day stream. I'm not. The night stream will go no matter what. Let's see. 135 more points and I'm top 8. What is up, Lucas Witz? Let's see. Bonnie on Korea, I see D-Open players. Yeah, most of the people in D-Open aren't very good, I don't think. Wow, I got my ZVT to 55% today. Booyah! My ZVPs have gone to a 45%. Let's see here. Do I have any advice on having units out mid-game instead of just drones like versus Terran Bio? The biggest thing is the scout what the Terran is doing. Is he going 3cc? Drone hardcore. Is he going But don't forget to make units, because he can still drop you with Hellions and stuff. So just make sure, or mainly Marines. Scout what he's doing. It's very important. Having a Ling in the middle of the map, very important. Um, in general, Stim finishes at 4 minutes, I believe. Might be 4:30. So at that time, if you don't see a third base landing or anything, I'd probably be making units, as he's probably doing a 2-base timing. If his third's later, well, just make sure to kind of see that. Hey, Yukina, it's true. Scouting is important. How do you play in-game mode option about sensibility? Sensitivity? Is that what you mean? I'm going to be honest, Lucas, I don't understand your question. If you're looking for mouse sensitivity, it's in... If you click here, options, mouse and keyboard. Is that really a 4-4? What's that? That's kind of cool, actually. Okay. So, if you guys enjoyed the stream, please feel free to follow. Next Sunday, I'll have viewer replays again where I'll analyze your replays if anyone tunes them in. And I'll be back tomorrow night, possibly tomorrow afternoon, but no guarantees on that. So, thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the stream, I would follow me. If you hate me, see ya. And that's it. Peace out, guys.